Hello friends, welcome to Lovemedics. Our cardiac activity and respiratory activity, these are regulated by someone. Who is that? That is brainstem. Brainstem regulates the cardiac activity and respiratory activity and also some other activities. In this video, I am going to explain about the brainstem. Contents of the video: introduction, parts of brainstem, relationship of brainstem, cranial nerve in brainstem, reticular formation, midbrain, pons and medulla oblongata. Introduction. Brainstem. It is the structure that connects the cerebrum of the brain to the cerebellum and spinal cord. That is the brainstem. Brainstem. The midbrain, pons and medulla oblongata together are called brainstem. The brainstem consists of midbrain, pons and medulla oblongata. Relationship of brainstem. This one is the brainstem. Superiorly, cerebrum is present, that is forebrain. Inferiorly, the spinal cord is present, and posteriorly, pons and medulla oblongata, that is separated by fourth ventricle, that is present, and also cerebellum is present. Midbrain, pons and medulla oblongata, these are connected by superior, middle and inferior cerebellar peduncle. Cranial nerve emerges from the brainstem, or third and fourth cranial nerve are emerges from midbrain. Fifth cranial nerve emerges from pons. 6, 7, 8th cranial nerve emerges from the junction of the pons and medulla oblongata. 9, 10, 11, 12th cranial nerve are emerges from the medulla oblongata. Reticular formation. It is present in the brainstem. Here, the loosely arranging neuronal cells are present, that is reticular formation. The cerebrum that consists of lot of cell bodies, and that cell bodies axons are converge in the brainstem and then it divert to all parts of the body. Here the reticular formation is present, and these are the ascending reticular activating system. Here the aqueduct is present. The tissue in the floor of aqueduct between third and fourth ventricle is called ascending reticular activating system, and it extends throughout the brainstem and from the spinal cord to subthalamus, and it determines the sleep arousal. Reticular formation function. It controls the motor function and cardiovascular and respiratory activity and perception of the pain, and it regulates the sleep and wakefulness cycle, that is circadian cycle, and also it regulates the conscious of our body. ARAS, ascending reticular activity. If damage in the ARAS, that disturb in the normal conscious, right? If the area is death, the patient will be irreversible unconsciousness and apneic, that is brain death. Midbrain. Midbrain is also called as mesencephalon, and it is the topmost part of the brainstem. It connects the brain, cerebrum, with the brainstem. Midbrain. Midbrain, it has tectum and cerebral peduncle. This one is the tectum and this one is the cerebral peduncle. This one is the midbrain. Cerebral peduncle that has tegmentum, substantia nigra and then crus cerebri. Function of the midbrain: vision, hearing, motor control, oculomotor and trochlear, that is third and fourth cranial nerve. These two cranial nerves are emerges from the midbrain, right? So these activities are maintained by midbrain, and also it maintains the sleep and wakefulness cycle, circadian rhythm. Pons. Pons, superiorly, the midbrain is present. Inferiorly, the medulla oblongata is present. Posteriorly, the cerebellum is present. It is also the parts of hindbrain. And also, it contains nucleus that deals with eye movement, respiration, bladder control, swallowing, hearing, equilibrium, facial sensation and facial expressions. Medulla oblongata. It is located in the hindbrain and anterior to the cerebellum. The function of the medulla oblongata are breathing, heart rate, blood pressure, vomiting vasomotor center, cough center and also sneezing center. Here also medulla oblongata function. Responsible for respiratory drive, maintenance of blood pressure, all motor output travel through the brainstem, and then vision, smell, sensory activities, traffic arrives through the brainstem, and also it mediates some cranial reflexes. One reflex that is mediated by medulla oblongata is gag reflex. Cranial reflexes. Cranial reflex means responses to some kind of activities. Some cranial reflexes are pupillary light reflex. It is a responses to light. The pupil size will change, that is pupil contraction. Pupil contraction is occur, the pupil size is small. Accommodation reflex. When the far object is near to our eye should accommodate right, that is accommodation reflex. The three components of accommodation reflex are inward rotation of the eye, pupil constriction and lens thickening. These are the component of accommodation reflex. Jaw jerk reflex. When we tap here with the help of hammer, the jaw jerk is present. That is jaw jerk reflex. Corneal reflex. When we take the object or buds near to the eye, our eye will blink. That is corneal reflex. Vestibulo-ocular reflex. When we change the position of the head, our eye not change the position. If we constantly see an object, our head only rotate, but our eye not, right? That is vestibulo-ocular reflex. Like a doll, we change the position of the doll's head, but the position of the eye does not change, right? The vestibular reflex also like that. So it is also called as doll reflex, doll's eye. Gag reflex, that is the sensation of vomiting. Brainstem overview. It is a structure that connects the cerebrum to the spinal cord and cerebellum. It consists of midbrain, pons and medulla oblongata, that is brainstem. Question time. Brainstem consists of midbrain, pons and medulla oblongata. Gag reflex mediated by medulla oblongata. Thanks for watching.